So since May 2023, two investigative teams within our organized crime and offender management section have been working to lay charges in relation to two retaliatory kidnappings that occurred last year and targeted innocent victims. These investigations were complex, and after a significant amount of work, both investigations have now concluded and 5 men are facing charges. On Tuesday, May 2nd, 2024, shortly after 6 p.m., a woman in her 20s was leaving her workplace in northeast Calgary when she was kidnapped by an unknown man. Several hours later, police learned that a second woman had also been kidnapped at gunpoint from a residence in southeast Calgary. Both women were taken to separate residences in Calgary, where they were assaulted multiple times before being released more than 30 hours later. During these incidences, dozens of police resources from across the service were engaged in an effort to track the suspects and locate the victims. Following the release of the victims, investigators spent a significant amount of time interviewing witnesses and victims, as well as gathering both physical and digital evidence. Due to the complexity of the progressing investigations, 2 investigative teams were assigned. Over the next 9 months, more than 100 judicial authorizations were obtained to progress the investigations and collect evidence. This included the search of numerous electronic devices and 5 properties. As a result, 5 men have now been charged. During the course of this investigation, we received significant assistance from our policing partners in Windsor, Vancouver, Lethbridge, and Edmonton. Both of these kidnappings were sophisticated and planned events involving various levels of organized crime members, including those contracted from outside Calgary. These incidents are alleged to have been the result of drug-related organized crime conflict, and the victims were targeted as a result of their associations to individuals involved in organized crime. This is an example of how organized crime-related violence impacts more than just those involved, including innocent family members. Our efforts to address organized crime in Calgary requires community support. If you have any information that could help an investigation, such as witnessing suspicious behavior or vehicles, please contact Calgary Police or Crime Stoppers. Even something small can have a great impact on an investigation. Any questions?
Yeah, I mean, in the press release it says retaliatory. Can you maybe explain that a little bit?
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you.
In the press release this morning was sent out by CPS, the offenses were described as retaliatory. Can you maybe explain what exactly is retaliatory about these things?
These individuals were involved in organized crime, and they came into conflict through drug trafficking, and obviously this was the manner of which they dealt with it.
And was there any danger of the wider public about this, or was it specifically targeted?
This was a targeted event.
When we speak of organized crime, there's kind of local organized crime, and then there's national organized crime, and international organized crime. Where would you rate this? What kind of organized crime is this?
Well, I would say organized crime has really evolved through the last 10 years. It often leaves our jurisdiction where individuals are hired out from all over Canada, all over North America, and in this particular instance, that's just what happened.
So we're bringing in contractors from other areas to commit crime?
Correct.
Is that unusual at all?
It's something that's evolved that's more recent now.
And the use of Airbnb, is that unusual? We're seeing it in crime.
It's just another layer of protection that these individuals are using to avoid detection from their rivals or from police.
How difficult was the investigation here? Obviously, a lot of manpower, a lot of resources brought into it. Can you talk about the complexity of investigating a crime like this?
This was an exhaustive investigation. It took over 9 months, where, as I said, over 100 judicial authorizations were authored by investigators specifically targeting these offenses. So it was an exhaustive investigation that I'm really proud of my people for completing.